The truth is, National Conference in 1947 said, we are for independence of Jammu and Kashmir. When they went to Delhi, they came back as administrators of the state without having been elected. Right from 47 up till 2019, they have been always threatening Delhi, look, if you do this, we will do this. Kashmiris will do this. I congratulate a common Kashmiri. Today he does not resort to violence. In the past, he was made to resort to violence on these very issues only.
Adab, you're watching Awaaz the Voice, and I am Yasmin Khan. And in today's special interview, we have been joined by the president of Apni Party, Altaf Bukhari. Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your time for this
Thank
interview.
you, Yasmin.
Last time when we met, I think election was going on, and we had a lot of discussion about political landscape of Kashmir. Now that elections are over and we already have a party ruling in Jammu and Kashmir, so where do you see Kashmir currently?
Fortunately, I can share with you, Kashmir has two aspects. One has been always the security aspect, another has been the governance aspect. I would say on the security aspect, if I rate it on a scale of 10, it is at 9.
Okay.
And if I rate it at the governance scale, it is almost at 5.
Okay. So does this apply to both LG administration and
No,
national
the LG administration has been largely taking care of only security.
Okay.
And rest is the mandate of the elected government.
Mm-hmm.
I find elected government wanting in delivering their manifesto, in delivering to the needs of the people and aspirations of the people vis-a-vis their daily lives.
Yeah, but National Conference has been continuously saying that we have two power corridors. One is LG administration running the entire scenario in Kashmir. Another is the bureaucratic setup that's actually, taking control of Kashmir. Now that they are left with few options to control, he's saying that it's not possible to govern in such atmosphere. So if you would have been wearing his shoes in his situation, what would you exactly do?
Yasmin ji, when any student sits in an exam, he knows which exam he is sitting and what would be the result after the exam.
Mm-hmm.
When National Conference or all of us, when we participated in elections, we knew that we were participating in elections where the captain of the team was LG.
Okay.
And the chief minister would at best be the vice captain of the team.
Mm-hmm.
When the team wins or loses, it is a collective win or a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, since they were used to playing solo,
Mm-hmm.
now that they have to share certain powers, which essentially is only related to security aspect
Okay.
or the home department, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is all with the elected government. So this is only an excuse behind which they are trying to hide themselves.
Mm-hmm.
At best, you have to make a proposal where it is financial sanctions beyond a limit. The chief minister does not have the power. You send it to the governor. And
Yeah.
if you can justify why you want to do it, I don't think the lieutenant governor will have any reason not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some things which are concerned with the security of the state where he may try to take, or he may have objections to the elected government giving any suggestion or input on that.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, in a team, suggestions are always accepted or suggestions are sought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say accepted, suggestions are sought from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So my take on this is, if a vice captain cannot get his suggestions or his recommendations or his proposals through the captain of his team, then he has to look at his own performance.
Okay. So from your statements, you had a lot of times said that it is National Conference and PDP. It's because of these two parties that we have lost Article 370. It got snatched from Kashmiris. So Like there are a lot of ways when we tried NC to go to Delhi, talk to them and return this article or statehood. But do you think this is practically possible?
When I speak from the core of my heart. And my problem is I speak blunt and I speak truth. The truth is, National Conference in 1947 said, we are for independence of Jammu Kashmir. When they went to Delhi, they came back as administrators of the state without having been elected. Then when they were dismissed in 1953, they gave a slogan of plebiscite. Then when they returned back to power or were brought back to power by the central government, they said, we just wasted our 22 years. Then they said autonomy. What I mean to say by all this, or for that matter, another party which came in, they said self-rule. When I say they cannot get it or they will not get it, because I don't find seriousness in these are only slogans. If you seriously, consistently follow on something which you promised to your people, I'm sure it may take time, you will achieve it. But going by the history of National Conference, right from 1947 till up till date, I have not seen that they are serious on it.
Okay.
And if you might have seen a statement from me, which many people are questioning me and saying, Altaf Bukhari, how do you say that apni party can get it?
Yeah.
You are not electorally that strong. You have not won any seat in the assembly. I would like to remind those critics of mine, 2019, after the abrogation of 370 and 35A, I was not elected. I was not then an elected representative. Or for that matter, when we floated the party in 2028 March, none of us were elected. We were all former ministers or former legislators. But we had the will and we had the zeal to see that our people get some relief. We went to Delhi, pursued the issue with them, made them understand why it is important to reserve all the jobs in Jammu and Kashmir for the local population. Why is it important that outsiders should not be allowed to buy land here? Alhamdulillah, we succeeded in it. It is only if you are serious, you have to put in labor, I would not say. Because after all, central government is no enemy of ours. If we take them that central government is an enemy of ours, then we start with a prejudice. I start with a notion that no, we are people of this country, we are citizens of the country, we enjoy the same rights which other citizens enjoy, and if we have some grouse, we should go and explain it. Rather than agitate, I believe in explaining, in persuading. We did get it. We got only 15 years, but I'm sure 6 years have passed, and if we get a chance, we will extend it to 35 years minimum, if not 50 years. I know there is a problem when you talk of the state cadre officers or the central cadre officers who are here. It is but natural. They should be able to get it before that. And for them, 15 years is fine enough, because where do they go after 30 years when they retire? They spend their entire life here. Otherwise, it is about. So, I'm sure if we get a chance, since they are not serious, we are serious. It is one of our core agendas, and Delhi knows apni party is one of the core agendas is this. Okay, people did not trust us in 2024 elections. We were a new party, and misinformation about our party was created in such a manner, because from across the border also there was misinformation about us that they are people planted by Delhi, and our political opponents also had nothing against us. They could not speak anything about my personal character. They could not say that I was involved in any scam or I was involved in any corruption. So the easiest is dub them as agents of India. I wonder which country do they belong to? We're all Indians. Where is the question of anybody being an agent of India or agent of BJP or agent of anybody? BJP is a party which will never be acceptable in Kashmir. Not because of anything else, because their perceived reluctance to deal with Muslims throughout the country. Because their vote, I understand why, their vote bank is primarily the Hindu majority. Why should they do a courtship with Muslims when they have a assured 40 to 45% Hindu percentage of votes, which solidly they know out of 70% they get it. So it is true Kashmiris will take maybe a few decades to accept them, like it took them a lot of time to accept even Congress.
Why does a local Kashmiri feel threatened by central government?
That is the fear created by the regional parties. Because right from 47 up till 2019, they have been always threatening Delhi, look, if you do this, we will do this. Kashmiris will do this. Kashmiris never did anything. Kashmiris always felt betrayed by the people whom they gave mandate. Tell me, this government assured that in the first year they will employ 1 lakh people. Have they employed? They said we will give 300 units free. You have a government in Tamil Nadu which came in, first day the order was issued. They said we give 6 cylinders. They said we give 10 kgs additional. They said 70,000 daily wages. All these promises they made in their manifesto. And then there are issues. I tell you, the reservation policy. It's a core. 70% population gets 30% jobs and 30% population gets 70% jobs. It's not fair. Anybody would crib on it and express his unhappiness. That is what all common Kashmiri does. And I congratulate a common Kashmiri. Today he does not resort to violence. In the past, he was made to resort to violence on these very issues only. Then anti-national elements would, in that garb, take over and run an anti-India propaganda.
Let's talk about tourism. These days, we can see even ministers, they are promoting tourism in Kashmir. Like we can see them walking on Boulevard Road. We can see them doing these gondola rides or going to Dachigam and other places. How do you see all of this, the marathons that are going on?
Yasmin, that backlash is, genesis is in their failed promises of their manifesto. If they had delivered only one thing out of their manifesto, people would have believed that, look, in almost 2 years they have done one thing, there are 10 more things, there are 3 more years, they will do it. But they have unfortunately not done anything. If you see, in the government formation is not also what they could make 9 ministers, there are not more than 5 ministers. Why so? How can a minister look after 10 different departments? There is no focus on it. So there is somewhere half-heartedness from the National Conference as a party. That why is it so? I don't know.
Okay, so let's talk about the ground realities, the everyday electricity crisis, water crisis, or the condition of our roads, especially in Srinagar. Like all of the tourists that come to Kashmir have to pass through Srinagar. So these MLAs, they also get the community development fund. Then you also have R&B, you have SMC. Why and where do you think the failure lies? Because nothing is getting improved.
There are 2 important things, reasons for it. One, somewhere in the bureaucracy and the elected government, there is trust deficit.
Mhm.
And because of that trust deficit, we find that the elected government is not seriously doing what they need to do. Corruption is rampant.
Yeah.
Even you see, if you talk of water, Kashmir being almost water only lake, valley of lakes, drinking water is a crisis.
Yeah.
Thankfully, electricity has improved. I think that is mainly because of the metering and other things. A lot of pilferages have been stopped. But on the other front, the government is lacking. Now it is 15th of June, they have not started blacktopping of the roads.
Yeah.
There could be 10 reasons why they have not started, but they have to see how to bridge those gaps,
Okay.
because that is the responsibility of them. We don't find Srinagar municipality also doing much on that, though there is not an elected municipal body here, but we find even the Srinagar municipality is not doing what they should do. The drains are not up to the mark, they have not been cleaned, all those things. The public toilets
Yeah.
are either less, or if they are somewhere, they are not clean. These all things in a tourist place you have to keep up to the mark.
Now that Kashmir is a tourist place, I would like to know your opinion about setting up of wine shops. Last time when Umar Abdullah was asked the same question, he said it's a tourist destination. Whoever wants to drink can drink. We cannot stop them. What's your take on this?
Yasmin ji, there are two things. We cannot say that it is a tourist place, so wine should be there. Gujarat gets more tourists than Jammu and Kashmir. And people there wanted prohibition. The government acceded to their request.
Okay.
If the majority of people here want it, I think the government should accede to it and have prohibition. Because if this can be true in Gujarat, this could be true here. Even a state like Bihar, which is poor, but it gets a lot of tourists, they have prohibition.
Yeah.
You know, the highest Buddhist circle of tourism goes to Bihar. So these are no two comparisons that it's a tourist, you need to have alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol is by choice. It has nothing to do with tourists. Because I don't think the consumption goes up when there is tourist season and it goes low when there is no tourist season. Why people want prohibition? Because youngsters have taken to it as an addiction.
Yes.
And now that the LG Sahab is running successfully a Nasha Mukt Abhiyan. Okay, drugs is one of the main components, but alcohol is also a Nasha, similar Nasha. So I think it should be included in it, because the woman folk faces the brunt of alcoholism.
Exactly. Okay. So lately, comparing all the issues that Jammu Kashmir is currently facing, if there are three things that you are approved of by the central government, what would it be that you really want to change?
My take is on three things. One, the central government should start a dialogue with the people of Jammu and Kashmir. What the Prime Minister and Home Minister repeatedly have been saying, that we will talk to our own people. That is the first and foremost. This is the right time when Kashmiris or people of Jammu and Kashmir are yearning to let their leadership of the country know what pinches them and what are their problems, number one. Number two, definitely all of us want our identity to be back, the statehood to be back. Number third, now that all those forces which were inimical to the nation, may it be Jamaat Islami, may it be the Hurriyat, may it be non-mainstream parties, since everybody is saying we swear by the Constitution of India and everybody wants to fight elections, we should somehow see that those youngsters or those people who took to guns since 90 and surrendered at different points of time or were arrested and then left out should be allowed to lead a normal life.
Okay.
You know, there are youngsters who don't get passports, there are youngsters who don't get job verification certificates. So we have to have an amnesty. I don't ask for amnesty for those people who are involved in heinous crimes. Yes, people who are involved in heinous crimes, I would probably demand a speedy justice delivered through the courts for them also. Because keeping them in jails for 15, 20, 30 years without them facing judicial test is also not what a democratic country like us does. But there are majority, I would say thousands of youngsters or even people who were young in 90, 91, 92 who are now grandfathers but still being called to police stations, still being asked to stay back or still being not given passports or not allowed to do government jobs because they had some past association. We have to have a process of reconciliation with our own people. They are after all our own people. If they have realized that it was a futile exercise, and if we also believe that it was inspired by elements inimical to the country as a whole, so we should look at them through that prism.
Okay, so I think we have had dialogue on a lot of important aspects of Jammu and Kashmir, and once again thank you so much for sparing your time.
Thank you.